How Bratz came to existence is that we saw a concept, basically a drawing that we looked at, and we worked very hard, made them three-dimensional dolls. They came to the USA in 2001, and they have been climbing since. The fans have been asking for a Bratz movie for many, many years. Originally, we thought we were going to do a fully animated movie, but then we decided to go and do live action. And the way the movie is coming out is great. It's about friendship, it's about promoting diversity and acceptance of the people who are around you.
I think there was over 700 or 1,000 submissions in the first hour or 2 hours.
We went out to find girls who are not terribly defined. Therefore, they symbolize diversity.
In terms of the look, we tried to cast people who, you know, resemble the dolls.
So many talented kids, but there are certain ones that just stand up and you go, that's her.
The audition process, it was interesting. I didn't think I was going to get the role.
It's a tough feeling because it's like you're scared because you want it so badly and you don't want to mess anything up.
Janelle Paris, who plays Jade, is, again, an amazing actress and an incredible singer. She plays piano. She's just ultra talented.
I got a call while I was in Disney World, and that's ironic because usually right when you go away for a trip, everything happens at once. My manager called me and they were like, you need to come back.
She was the perfect casting, and we went through so many Jades because it's a hard balance to be both those and play them authentically.
And the next day I went on it, and then about a week later, they called me and told me I got the role. I was jumping up and down, screaming, couldn't believe it. I thought my manager was kidding.
Logan Browning, who plays Sasha, she was a find. We were having trouble looking for Sasha to find a beautiful girl, again, who could sing and act and dance and do everything. So we actually went on a nationwide search for that.
My manager called and they're like, Logan, you should come out and audition for the Bratz movie. And I was like, okay. So I fly out and I audition, and I came back for a callback, and then they told me I didn't have it. And I went back home for like a week or so. You know, you settle with those kinds of things, and they call back and they're like, you know what? We're gonna try it again. And they tried it again, and I got it, and I was the happiest person on earth.
She really looks the most like the doll.
Chloe is the klutz.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry.
And, you know, she knocked everything over in the room. We knew that was her.
Am I going to get it? Am I going to do a good job? What's going to happen when I'm in there? Am I going to get nervous? Am I going to remember my lines? Am I going to sing the right song? Am I going to be on key?
She plays the klutzy side of it really well. She always goes for it.
It's like so many things, and you're like, okay, stop. Don't think. Go in there. Stay level grounded and just go in there and just do it. And then just not worry.
And when Skylar came in on audition, she just was great. She made me laugh, and she's just beautiful and did a wonderful job. Natalia is, besides being beautiful, she's incredibly talented. I actually was casting a TV series for a network family show last year, and that's the first time that I met her. And although she wasn't right for that at the time, I said to my casting director, Joey Paul, I said, you gotta keep a pin in her. We gotta know where she's going.
Ironically enough, I was in my journalism class when I found out about this audition.
She walked in, and the second we saw her, we knew this girl was special.
She kind of looks like those actresses from the 30s and 40s, like a Laura McCall. When she's on film, she's absolutely stunning.
She stopped us and said, you know, the only way I got to come to LA and miss school was I have a school assignment and I need to ask you guys some questions and take your picture.
I'm doing an interview on everybody because I'm doing a school paper and I have to bring it back on what interviewing is like.
So she took a picture of the whole room and she asked us some questions, and then she auditioned.
And then the second time she came back, she says, by the way, we won. I got an A on it.
We were planning on moving to LA anyway, and just a few days before we packed up and left, they called and they said, you got the part.
Porque no falta la cucaracha.
Prepare to be amazed.
Ooh, great. You're in.
Meredith really evolved as just, I tried to create the most delicious nemesis that these girls could possibly have.
The first girl that we auditioned for this film was Chelsea Staub. Just per chance, she's the first person who walked in and was put on tape in front of me.
She is nothing like Meredith. Like, I stand there and I'm watching her and I'm like, wow, she is so evil.
Okay, Daddy,
I've told you this more than 50 times. You may not speak to me during school hours.
Well, dear, I mean, everyone knows you're my daughter, and I'm very proud of you.
Do you want me to tell Mother about this?
I love playing the villain, and we're having a great time. Having a great time.
She became our Meredith, and she's the most talented actress I've met. I think she just turned 18 while we were in the audition process. And you are going to see a lot more of Chelsea. She's an amazing actress. She can sing and dance. She is one of the most talented people I've met. I feel like I found another one of those kid prodigies that are just going to go on and have a killer career in this business.
We feel so good that these are the girls we picked. We actually got incredibly lucky.
Other, and then realize, hey, together by finding
Be friends with each other and to our
one and only. Fabulous.
Okay, chicas. Ready? Let's do it.
Fashion is everything in this film. This film is about fashion.
The wardrobe on the shoot is amazing.
You always wonder what you're gonna get to wear today.
The fashion is so much fun.
I get to wear really funky stuff, so I love it. Absolutely love it. It's just so much fun. The clothes are amazing.
Fashion is by far the special effect of this film. We have 4 girls that have to look sensational every time, and every single frame. And they do, and Bernadine is our costume designer, and she's just doing an amazing job dressing these girls to be at the forefront of fashion.
The overall look and style of the Bratz is spontaneous, eclectic, colorful, clever, and fun.
The Bratz loved the wardrobe. It was fun for them because our costume designer, Bernadine, was very collaborative. She'd bring them into the wardrobe trailer.
Hi.
Hey, Bernadine.
Hi, how is it?
That's great. I love it. What do you think?
Oh,
How's it look?
I think it's fabulous. Turn around, let me see how it fits.
They dress you up in these amazing clothes you would never think to put together yourself, but when you see them, they're awesome.
So I just came in to, talk about my costumes for the movie.
Okay, I've come up with this little top here, which I sort of cut up a dress to make with a little bit of sparkle.
You added all this?
I jadified it.
You did. You jadified it.
The image of the Bratz, kids love them, and they love them because they see themselves in it. There is a perfection in imperfection, and that's what makes this Bratz so successful.
The director and the producers were very interested in having images that were current and interesting and fun for girls and boys too. Let's not forget that I had a lot of young men in my movie, and they needed identity and character definition as well, and they were a lot of work.
I think we took what kids are wearing in a mall and amped it up about 50 times.
So what's the latest and greatest?
Fashion is definitely important. It's not everything, but it is important. Fashion is important to girls because it makes you feel better. I know that when I have a great outfit on, I just feel better. It is definitely a way to express yourself, the kind of clothes that you wear, people will look at you and you always want to make a good first impression. But sometimes you always want to wear what you think people want you to wear or how you want them to see you. But really, it's self-expression. It's what you want to wear. I mean, I know my fashion sense. I don't really have, a particular way to dress. Like, I'll just wear whatever I want to wear that day. and however I'm feeling. It's just a way to exude that.
We wanted to send a message to girls that you don't have to have a lot of money or access to the best stores. You can be creative with what is available to you.
I can't afford to buy anything new. You guys need to go without me. I mean it.
Be ready to dive into your closet and look for things that are not interesting to you anymore. And if your pants are too short, cut them off and do something else with them. Take an old jacket with you to the fabric store and lay out some stuff on it. For very, very little money, you can make your own and be able to have it be an expression of your own art and your own sense of self.
You see people wearing certain things and you think, oh, I'll look cool if I wear that, but it may not necessarily be really you and how you would actually dress. So I think this movie shows you that, you know, even though people are doing something, you just need to be yourself and dress the way you want to dress and not have to listen to what someone else says you should wear.
Your style comes from within you. It's whatever you feel good in or whatever you want to put on, whatever looks good to you, it's what you wear.
Our goal with the fashion and the Bratz was to have 4 very different looks. It's important to show that the girls are each different from each other and they kind of express who they are through their fashion.
It's so great because each girl has their own unique individual style, and so we're all so different. Yasmin's the very girly one. She loves the skirts and the dresses, and she wears lots of earthy tones and blues and greens, and of course she accessorizes.
She came from an interesting ethnic family of mariachi players and her lovely Jewish auntie. And so we had a kind of Jewish-Mexican combination for her that was really fun to play with. And so she was able to do a little bit more of a bohemian kind of look. She wore a lot of eclectic prints, kind of vintage tops, a lot of velvet jackets, long skirts, very bohemian necklaces and earrings that were long, and she has pretty long hair. She did a lot of hair accessories, different hair accessories. And she loved shoes. Shoes were her thing with her and her aunt, and so they had a great relationship about shoes.
I guess none of you want to know what I'm wearing.
Shoes to die for.
Lucky guess.
Have a lot of fun with it throughout the movie, but she's able to. She's amazing. It's and suddenly we have full ensemble.
We were able to use little cute things and then also put her in a designer dress and gold jewelry, and she can pull that off as well.
Wow. Okay, girls. Now let's do it.
Sasha is more of our glam girl. She likes a lot of gold, she likes to dress up, she likes heels, a lot of, you know, animal print.
Sasha's fashion is amazing. She is the passion for fashion. She is like leopard out.
Her colors were pretty much gold and earth tones, and she had a lot of gold accessories, and she had some very fun cheetah boots that we used a lot that were an animal print.
Perfection.
Chloe's our jock, but she's still very girly.
Hi, guys. Hey, girl. I'm more of a hoodie girl. I'm like hoodie and jeans. Like, I'm more beachy, sporty.
Part of her storyline was being raised by a single parent who was very much in the work world. And so that was why the denim worked in a lot of ways, because it's a very inspirational medium to work with, because denim in our world is everywhere. She had a lot of embellishments on her denim. We put so much trim and so much ribbons and appliques and bows and things on them that really, really made her stuff stand out, and it created a very unique style, because none of the things that Chloe has on you will ever see anywhere except on Chloe.
Turquoise thermal, tank, and stripy warmers.
Super cute. You know, when I first got this role and, you know, I found out I was going to be in the Bratz movie but not playing one of the Bratz, I was a little worried about the wardrobe because I thought I was going to be really envious of what these girls were getting to wear, because The Bratz clothes are awesome.
Meredith was our uptight character, and so she was always very well put together. Everything was matching, and everything was, you know, perfectly tucked and tailored. She had, a very rigid agenda for herself and for the school, and that showed through what she wore.
It was easy for me to do the specialty costumes for her because we had already laid the groundwork in that kind of old school world for her.
You know, I love my wardrobe. It's all clean and classic. I get to wear a Marc Jacobs suit to school, so I'm in heaven. It's great.
I just love me.
Basically, we just wanted to show that 4 girls could dress differently and express themselves in different ways, but they're still best friends.
Really take time to look at the movie and see them as these beautiful individual girls. There is a good inspiration there for young people to be courageous about their identity.
Working on Bratz was a pretty great show to do because we had so many different looks on all the girls.
The overall makeup for the movie Bratz was just kind of playful, kind of teenage sort of thing, you know, just kind of girls expressing themselves.
I got SMK, Sasha's makeup kit.
The girls enjoyed going through the process of having extensions put in their hair and having different hairstyles and different wardrobe every day. They were pretty excited and very open to it. And the show is very fashion forward.
The experience, like coming to work every day and being able to put on makeup and clothes, it's like you come to work and you get to play, and it's just like a big playground and everyone has fun and you dress up.
I absolutely love it. I love being fussed over and having my hair done in all these crazy ways, because I would never do that myself. I would never think to do these crazy knots in my hair and, you know, curl it. I mean, I can't curl my hair at all, so I usually just wear it straight. So it's nice to have all these crazy hairstyles and, you know, the awesome makeup and all the glitter.
We came up with the hairstyles for Jade. We put a lot of clips in her hair and the blue extensions. We kind of matched it up with the clothes. She wore a lot of blue and a lot of black, so we thought blue would be, you know, a good color for extensions for her hair.
For Jade's basic look, we just kind of played off the fact when she's at home, she has a more natural look. For school, she had a much more done-up look, kind of fashion sort of icon look for her. There's a lot of contour on the eyes. As I mentioned with the eyelashes, there's always false eyelashes, either full all the way across or just on the outside, just to kind of open up the eyes.
And then Chloe, she was kind of, you know, more of a jock. She would wear simple things like ponytails.
Chloe's look, I think she was pretty natural. She's the athlete and everything like that, so they don't want to give her really heavy eyes or anything like that. And also, she's very fair-skinned, she's blonde, so anything like that would be too heavy on her eyes. So they always just did a very light sort of contour on her eyes and put false eyelashes on the outside, kind of bringing them up.
Natalia, who was Yasmin, she was the only one that didn't have extensions. We gave her highlight, and she had kind of full hair because she, you know, was a singer and she liked to sing and perform.
Open eyes, I can see what's in front of me.
Yasmin, I think, was the most natural of all the girls. She's got very beautiful skin. She didn't need a lot of foundation, really. She just had rosy cheeks a lot of times. Her makeup was more towards the golden sort of tones. Just a lot more earthy for her as compared to a lot of the other girls.
Logan, who was a cheerleader, so she wore a lot of ponytails on the side and, you know, headbands for her hair. We gave her highlights because she was out in the sun a lot, and she would have those highlights being a cheerleader.
Sasha was always kind of just had a little bit more makeup on, the same sort of thing, contoured on the eyes. Either she had gold or green, just some sort of funky color to kind of go with her outfit as well, and kind of contoured. And she always had false eyelashes on the outside, kind of winging her eyes up and everything too, to kind of make her a little bit more wide-eyed, and lots of lip gloss as well.
Meredith, she was always very straightforward and very prim and proper. And we like to give her a lot of French twists and, you know, high buns. And she always had her hair done perfectly, and it was never out of place. But it was really fun to come up with hairdos for her because we changed them so often on her.
Voila,
I definitely think all the girls' makeup, any sort of teenage girl, any sort of young girl can pull off any of these looks. I don't think it's about copying any of the looks that these girls have or trying to be like your favorite character or anything. I think it's kind of incorporating little aspects that you like. If you like part of their eyes or something like that, play that to your face or see what works on you. And none of their makeup is totally something that you need a professional makeup artist for.
Don't be afraid, just do it. High ponytails are always good, a crimping iron perhaps. Maybe go to your local drugstore and get some little clip-in extensions. You could have fun with them when you go out with your girlfriends or go to the mall one afternoon, and they come out so your parents couldn't get too angry with you.
Go at home and kind of experiment, look at magazines or look at your favorite Bratz pictures or whatever you like, and just kind of play around and have fun with the makeup and create your own little characters.
See something that looks good on you and don't be afraid to do it.
I'm fabulous, simply one and only. Fabulous, you wanna be my home.
It was about 3 weeks before we started shooting, and they'd spend a couple hours a day with our choreographer every day, 5 days a week, at a little studio in Venice, and they had a blast. In the beginning, it was basically just about getting the girls comfortable with each other and with the kinds of moves that our choreographer would throw at them for the musical numbers in the film.
Just together.
Our choreographer was Kashaya Dudley. We chose her because our film has a lot of cheerleading and big musical numbers, and she had that background.
Bratz is very urban. It's a more urban, more cool, kind of hip-hop.
We brought in Kashaya, and she's the most amazing choreographer. We had rehearsals, and then while we're shooting some scenes, the girls break away, and they're rehearsing for the dance.
What I'm trying to bring out is their characters and their personality.
Okay, chicas, ready? Let's do it.
Logan, who plays Sasha, she actually has a background in cheerleading and dance.
Logan is a fast learner. She picks up, she has the attitude, she gets it.
She literally could do it all.
Same thing with Janelle. Janelle just gets it fast.
Janelle, who plays Jade, also has a background in dance.
I wish I could dance, but I'm in hair and makeup. Here's my double.
One more time.
Skylar also just had so much heart and was so focused.
Skylar's, her spirit is just wonderful. Like, she's just got a wonderful spirit.
Natalia, who plays Yasmin, just loves to perform so much.
She's just so, like, anxious to learn it. She's so excited.
Once she let her voice go, wow, superstar. Because they're all superstars at the end of the day.
Come with me on.
In the Bratz number, I'm trying to build the camaraderie there because this is the first time that they've been together in 2 years when they come together for this talent show and the story.
So show your gratitude.
It's just a feel-good song. It definitely brings out an emotion.
The whole talent show was shot over a week, Gratitude over 3 days. We started off with basically almost no audience members, and it was just on the girls, and they had to do it over and over and over and over again. And it's exhausting because they put their all into each performance, but they had such a good time. And then another day, we shot from behind them with a whole audience filled. And they loved it even more because now it was like an actual talent show. It was an actual performance for an audience.
I always like it when the actors can do the dancing themselves. To see our girls actually do the dance is just, it's a breath of fresh air, and they are so good at it, and it's just great.
types of music depending on their mood. They play it and they dance together and they sing together, or at least that's what all of our Bratz did. It's a way of expressing yourself, and we wanted the music of this film to be something they could relate to and how those songs can bring out the emotions of what's going on in the film.
Thank you very much. Next!
We had many meetings, the producers and the director with Geffen, and they were just kind of creative brainstorming sessions of what kind of emotions do we want to evoke out of this particular moment.
Our next act is simply amazing.
With Meredith, we talked about who Meredith was and what she thought of herself.
Don't hate me 'cause I got it going on. It's just me, I'm hot, never cold.
We wanted it to be funny because she's a character and we wanted her to have fun with it.
Oh, so much fun. I love it.
You know it's all about me. Who else could it be?
But she's serious, and so what would Meredith's take on things be? It's all about her.
Upload, download, text me, page me, MySpace, YouTube, don't erase me. Indoor, outdoor, I'm so clever, that's why I will rule forever. Me! Open eyes, I can see what's in front of me. Open mind, imagining how I will be.
Open Eyes was Yasmin's song. It was the song she was writing. It was her overcoming her fears of singing in front of people, her fears of playing her music for others.
Wow, your singing's amazing.
And it was a way for her to just put herself out there, and she was able to do that with her friends. Her friends were able to help her reach that place with that song.
Open eyes, today I'm feeling free. Whatever, whenever, make it happen with open eyes. Flying high with our gratitude. That is why we got gratitude.
With Gratitude, it was about uniting the school. We wanted it to be almost like a growth from it being just the Bratz to the whole school. And it was important to have many different sounds and many different levels to it because it grows and it's the whole school coming together and uniting and embracing each other's differences.
BFFs! Woo!
Rat-a-tat-tat, I'm gonna bring the beat back straight. Yeah.
This movie is extremely upbeat and it moves fast, high energy. The songs bring it to that level.
Fabulous. Don't hate me 'cause I got it. Fabulous. You know I'm gonna flaunt it. Fabulous.
Adios.
Sayonara. Das vidania.
Ciao, my sisters.
Open eyes.
There's nothing like a food fight in a family film. You need spaghetti, you need tomato sauce, you need a lot of pie.
This scene where Meredith starts trouble because her man Cameron is talking to Chloe and she doesn't like it. So she sets her dog off to do a little mission.
I need you to go over there, and I need you to make sure that Cameron stops talking to the evil soccer freak.
The dog tugs on Chloe's shoelaces and her tray just topples over the stairs right onto my head. So I got spaghetti and chocolate milk all over me.
That was intense.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it off my face and eat it. It was fun in a strange way, but at least I get to say I did my own stunt.
We were glad when that scene was over because it took so long to get the girls cleaned up.
Chloe! You are the biggest cunt ever! You always ruin everything!
When Janelle gets splashed with spaghetti.
What are you looking at?
Oh gosh, that was like the highlight of my life. But too bad, really soon I'm gonna get the same thing.
Jade then falls into a trash can and her food goes all over Sasha.
It's kind of like an action sequence for kids, and it's tricky.
All right, everybody, this is a very short shot. It's gonna happen very quickly. Do not use all your food. Here we go.
And you're flinging food at people, and kids love to fling food at different kids. You fill them up with spaghetti, you fill them up with green pudding, and it always gets a laugh.
Action!
You totally did that on purpose!
You kind of have to go in order, because once they get messy, you don't want to have to do it again. And it's always a fun day. The kids, for some reason, really like it.
You can hug me if you want. No.
And then they try to always give me a big hug at the end of the food fight. I'm like, stay away from me. I'll hug you tomorrow.
That was fun.
Now, girls, think. When was I at the height of my popularity? Last week? Last year's talent show? Oh, I know this one. Yes, Quinn? You're Super Sweet 16.
Meredith, our villain, she wants to get the cliques back together because that's how she controls the school. And in order to do that, she decides to throw her second Sweet 16.
Look at the decorations. It's amazing. She has all these lantern lights and a huge pool that says Meredith's my MTV Super Sweet 16, and she's got huge pictures of her everywhere.
Jade, who is the fashion diva, Jadifies them and turns our clown outfits into rockin' outfits. And they go in and everyone rushes to them and they're so excited to see them.
Start looking for Chelsea and action Chelsea!
Thank you so much for coming.
Hello? Me time now. It's me on an elephant. It's actually incredible. It's so amazing. She came in on an elephant. We were all like jaws to the floor. It was insane.
Go Chelsea!
There are trapeze artists here. Like, oh my gosh, it's incredible.
You brats!
She says, "You brats, you ruined my party." And from that moment on, the girls are the brats.
Hi, I'm Fifi. This is the best party I have ever been to in my whole life. Happy birthday, Meredith.
The most important character in this movie was Paris, the dog. These things she wanted done.
Paris the dog had several challenges. Dogs don't like to get dressed unless they like their costume.
During her fittings, if she didn't like anything, it was, you know, the end of the world and we'd have to remake something because everything was custom made for her.
The costumes that I had to fabricate have a relationship to Meredith, whatever Meredith had on.
Paris is my best friend. We have the same fashion sense. You know, we've really bonded. You know, she listens to everything I say and she never argues.
Chelsea, this shot is all about the dog.
We'd have to spend hours making sure her hair was, you know, perfect and the bows were in the right place.
The hair accessories were something that could only be put on after the dog was completely dressed.
At one time we were ready to shoot and the bow wasn't in the right place for her liking, and so we had to go redo her hair. She was just distraught.
We had to be very careful that we didn't disturb Paris's performance.
Paris had daily manicures and pedicures. I think pink was her favorite color. She would only work for, I think, an hour at a time, and then she needed a break. She was quite a handful. The hassle with Paris was totally worth it. She did a great job, and she's a great actress. Her performance was brilliant.
From the new Bratz movie, meet the new Bratz movie dolls.
Never posed before. Chloe stepping out in blue.
Chloe, pose for us.
Kisses too.
Hey, Bratz, pose again.
So much more. Bratz the movie doll.
New Bratz the movie dolls with a real working camera. Doll sets each sold separately.
I'm fabulous. Simply one and only. Fabulous. You want to...
A Bernoulli effect. You are seriously superior. We would be honored to have you as a member of our science team.
Yeah, thanks for the accolades. Now, about these lab coats.
Where we're surrounded by every clique in the quarter. Notice how they all keep amongst their own. Follow me. Let's go and meet them. Oh, that was painful. Okay, here we go. Over the top. Carry Nation. She's huge.
I will fight for you. All of you. My humble people.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Look at them. They're just playing around. Oh, now look at these guys. It may look dangerous, but they're actually just playing. It's positively prehistoric. Oh, danger, anger, love it. Oh, look, over here, this is the young female. Now, she would typically spend 4, 5, maybe 12 semesters in her group. Eventually, she'll grow up, explore, get life experience. Oh. Now, it's really important that these cliques stay separate in order not to upset the delicate balance of nature. Oh, nice camera. Now, oh, well, you could cut the tension with a knife. This is what it's all about. Oh, that's a keeper. Michael, are you getting this? Oh my God, follow me over here. It's the alpha female. More than 5 feet tall, weighing over 100 pounds. She truly is the king of the beasts. I can tell you, I've swum with great white sharks. I've gone nose to snout with king cobras. But this, seeing such order and separation in such an exciting but barbaric way, well, it's truly moving. Oh, quick, photos. In. Come with me, look at that, look. She's totally beautiful. She can't see me yet, though. Look at this bone structure. It's quite remarkable. I've never seen anything like it in the wild. Look at the respect she's commanding. You know, I think I'm blending in quite well.
Don't cry for me. You all can try out for the talent show. Because it is not just for Meredith. It is for you. All of you.
This is probably the best documentary I've ever made. Thank you, Mommy.
I need you to transfer those funds from the offshore accounts in Grand Caymans and FedEx my magazine subscriptions to the Four Seasons Mozambique. That's where I'll be staying for 8 days. Are you writing this down? Yeah, I see. Paper and pencil. Are you writing?
Yeah.
Did you read the books I sent you?
I read 2 of them.
Did you get the guard dogs for the school?
Oh, yes. I feel much safer now.
I didn't do it for you. I was thinking of the needs of our daughter.
Meredith can hold her own. Wait till you hear a 2-year plan. 2 years. Tell her your 2-year plan, Mommy.
You told her? Daddy, I wanted to tell her.
I never listened to him anyway.
She never listens to me anyway.
Konnichiwa, Meredith.
Oh, hayasama, Mama.
Tell me.
Okay, Mommy. I achieved my 2-year goal. I've won the talent show 3 times, maintained my title as student body president, and gained complete and total control over the entire school.
It's okay.
Legacy, you make Mommy proud. Uh-oh, conference call. What a bore. Lovely speaking with you. Remember, girls, manners is will, but womaness is way. Sayonara. Have fun in school. Meredith, remember, it's all about you. Kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss, Mommy.
What about me, Mom? Rotten child. Remember me?
Come on, Daddy, let's go.
Come on, Toodles, let's go. Easy.
Dad?
Oh, peaches pie.
Peaches.
Look at the pen.
I gotta pee. Let's go to the facility.
No.
Daddy!
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Nice.
We'll go.
Nice.
She's nice.
I know we jocks have a reputation for being dumb, but I can speak and read lips perfectly. That said, you really want me to clean my room?
What? Oh, no. I was just wondering if, like, maybe we could talk or something. But, I mean, if you're busy, you can always call me later. I mean, how would you call me? I mean, you... Oh, so lame. Well, I would walk now, but as you can see, both my feet are in my mouth, as you can tell by my lack of articulation. So, I'm just gonna...
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Anyway, I am honored to introduce one of Hollywood's most esteemed producers, my uncle, Peter Banner.
Thank you. As a wise man once said, the choice to lead an ordinary life is no longer an option.
So true.
So good luck to all of you.
Tonight we also have Tween Scene Magazine's editor-in-chief and my aunt, Barbara Baxter Dimley.
Oh, on behalf of Between Magazine, I'm thrilled to be here tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing the most talented person win.
And finally, last but not least, Page 6 gossip columnist and author of the best-selling book, and my Bible, It, 9 Secrets of the Rich and Famous That Will Take You to the Top, Miss Paula Froelich.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. But remember, as I say in chapter 8 of my book, the secret to success is it's not always about you.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm fabulous, simply one and only. Fabulous, you wanna be my homie? Funky and
This summer, four inseparable friends
BFF!
are about to discover
Oh, high school.
Hi, guys. I'm Meredith, student body president. There are 48 distinct cliques. The goths, the skaters, the nerds, the disco dorks, football jocks, the loners.
Leave me alone.
I have the seating charts right here.
I think we'd rather sit together, but the lunch courtyard isn't organized that way.
Don't worry. We'll figure something out.
Hey.
If we let Meredith scare us, she's gonna make our lives miserable. We gotta
is to rule the talent contest.
show some gratitude.
Bratz.